Hi everyone, it's Coach Blake and welcome back to Base. You're in for a 15-minute upper body strength class today. So you will need yourself, some space around you, and a light set of dumbbells. That is it. We're gonna jump right in. We have 4 minutes to warm up and we're starting on our feet today. So clear some space. Let's reach both arms up above our head. And then go ahead and make a nice fist. Reach back as far as you can, and now think about doing like a really slow arm circle. So we're pulling back, back, back as much as we can. Once we're all the way down at the hips, we're gonna retrace our steps. Reach back and up. And try to think about getting like as big and wide as possible. The slower you go on this one, the better. If you've ever done this, like the partner stretch where someone pulls your arms back behind you, imagine that your friend, your partner, your loved one, whoever is there, pulling your arms closer and closer together. We'll go for just a few more, loosening up those shoulders, bringing some warmth in. Go ahead and finish one more rep. And then we're gonna leave the arms up overhead to start, but go ahead and open up your fist, face the palms forward like you're giving somebody a double high five. And from there, pulling back, we're then gonna bend at the elbow, pull down into a nice W position, and then stretch forward again. This time we're thinking about reaching the arms back as much as we can, especially as we start to pull into that W. You wanna imagine like if your arms were way further behind your torso. You might find that you give yourself a little Charlie horse in your shoulders. I almost did just then. So if you do, no worries, shake it out and get right back into it. Let's go for 3 more. Easy breathing this entire class. Nothing that we're about to do is gonna be crazy, anaerobic, or where you're huffing and puffing. Once you've done those 3, one arm can drop, the other arm is going to lift up and over to the opposite side, and then switch. One is up and over. If you want to look up past your arm to the ceiling, go for it. Let's go one more to both sides, and then we're going to head on down to the ground. Gorgeous. So come on down. We're going to get into a tabletop position, so we're on our hands and knees. This is going to kind of help us out with our first strength movement. We're gonna go for just a shoulder tap. So just make sure that those wrists are under your shoulders, arms are super strong, knees are under the hips, belly is pulled in nice and tight. And from there, we're gonna take turns, lifting one hand up and touching the opposite shoulder. So this already is a little bit of core, stabilization. The goal is to not move your torso or anything else really while you lift that arm and touch the shoulder. Pull that belly in, brace it nice and tight. Very good. Let's go for one more to both sides. And beautiful, your final warm-up movement. Both hands on the ground, elbows are locked. Think about reaching your chest down to the ground and then lifting your chest away. So this is a nice scap push-up. The goal is to not bend the elbows and find some movement in our scaps. Let's just go for 2 more. And then we can go ahead and grab our weights. So we're staying in this tabletop position to start. So go ahead and find your weights. We'll put one underneath of both hands. And we're starting with an alternating row. So we're starting in 5, but an alternating row is going to look like this. I pull my elbow up and tight, and I pull that dumbbell back towards my hip. When you're ready, go ahead and join me. So very similar to that shoulder tap we did where I'm trying to keep everything square, controlled, strong. This time instead of tapping, I'm rowing. In that top position, elbow is in and high. And we want to think about keeping the elbow kind of right on top of the wrist. We got 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So if you want to sit back off of your weights for a moment, go ahead. We have 10 more seconds. Our second movement is going to be a kneeling alternating press. So in 3 seconds, we're bringing those dumbbells up to our shoulders. Go ahead and join me now. And we're going for a strict press. So one arm at a time, punches up to the ceiling, and then control it nice and slow on the way down. So we're in a tall kneeling position. We're squeezing our booty here. Elbows are pointing forward, not out to the side. Palms are in. Nice and controlled. This is your pace. So if you want to go faster or slower than I'm going, then go for it. We got 3, 2, 1, and rest. So, plenty of time to rest now. There's 15 seconds rest in between movements, but then a solid 30 seconds in between rounds, because we're gonna do that 2 more times. So get excited. The first round is always kind of dipping my toes in the water. Okay, if these are new movements to me, if they're a little bit foreign and kind of funky, second and third rounds are where you can play around and really shine. So let's get ready in that tabletop position. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Core is braced, and then we row, one arm at a time. And keep your head neutral, so we're just looking down at the mat, or down at the floor if we're not on a mat. And if you find that we don't like doing this movement weighted, and you want to just practice the movement, you can absolutely put your hands on the ground and still work on the movement pattern. Even going body weight is going to use those lats. 3, 2, 1, rest. So we've got 15 seconds. We're going to bring those dumbbells back up to our shoulders. We go for that alternating press. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. One arm at a time. If you're brand new to like weight training at all, welcome. I hope you fall in love with it as much as I have and do. Is that belly pulled in tight? Are the hips open? Are we squeezing the booty? Even though it's upper body, we're using the rest of our body too. 3, 2, 1, and rest for 30 seconds. So we can chill. If we need to shake it out, do whatever you gotta do to get ready. And we only have 1 more round. That's it. And then we have a rest, and we have 1 more strength block with 2 more new movements. And they're gonna be laying down on our back, so it's kind of like, it'll be a rest while we work. Get ready in that tabletop position, hands and knees. Last time rowing in 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're starting to feel more comfortable with the movement, maybe we pick up our pace just a little bit while still maintaining control. Breathing. Take breaks when you need them. We got 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Gorgeous. 15 seconds, and then we'll pop it on up for our last set of overhead press. And I will give you an option here for this last set of presses if the single arm was too easy. 3, 2, 1. Bring them on up. If you want to press both at the same time or give it a try, go for it. Know that this requires a little bit more mobility. Obviously, we're lifting both weights at the same time, so it's going to feel a little bit heavier. If we're chilling with a single arm, then stay there, chill. We're getting strong regardless. Let's go. We got 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So we have a solid minute here. And while you're resting, I'm going to go ahead and demo our next 2 movements. And by next, I mean the last 2 movements of this strength class. So we're going to be going for a chest press. So we're going to lay down on our backs. Weights are going to start at our sides. And ideally, I always think it's better to start with the elbows already on the ground, but just check in with that position of the wrist and your fist. You want them to be directly above the elbow, not here above the shoulder. So we're nice and stacked. And then from there, I'm going to press above the shoulder, and then the wrist follows the elbow. That is my first movement. Second movement is going to be a dumbbell pullover. We will go for only 1. Nice straight arms. We're reaching the arms back overhead and then pulling them back up to the chest. Get ready. We got 5. We got that chest press first. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and press. So back is strong on the ground, feet are strong on the ground, neck is neutral. And we think about reaching the elbows down towards the hips, but not so tight to where we're squeezing our rib cage. Let there be a little bit of space. And if you want to pause at the bottom and check in and make sure that that wrist is stacked over the elbow, please do. And then at the top, maybe we pause and make sure the wrist is above the shoulder. 3, 2, 1, rest. So go ahead, set one dumbbell down nice and gentle. We're then gonna grab onto both sides of one. And in 5 seconds, we're gonna go for a pullover in 3, 2, 1. So nice strong arms. Maybe if we test this out, we go only a little bit and then bring it back. If we're brand new to this movement and you're like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back up if I go all the way down, then just go make it shallow. If we are comfortable going all the way down, then we definitely can. Just make sure it's controlled. We're breathing. And if this is like, no way, Jose, at all, we can do it unweighted. You got 3, 2, 1, rest. So 30 seconds to rest. We're already down, so we might as well just like chill. Why get up when we're gonna have to lay right back down? Let's think about that gorgeous, strong chest press we're about to do. We're gonna crush it. If you ever say to yourself, oh, I'm so bad at push-ups, this is a really good movement to strengthen that. Get your dumbbells ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're pressing. We're getting strong. Easy breathing. Can you think about embracing your core a little bit here? Same as I talked about in that press. Even though it's an upper body movement, we still want to incorporate the core. Strong core is going to equal strong everything else. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Gorgeous. One dumbbell goes down. We have 10 more seconds. Get excited. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Maybe we start small and we warm up to it. I want you to avoid having a crazy bend in the elbow. Think nice, strong arms. And then maybe we work on going lower and lower every rep. Maybe we stay where we are. And if we just want to, again, get comfortable with the movement pattern, we can always just go overhead, reach back and forth, because it does require some mobility as well. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. 30 seconds. How are we feeling? You feeling a little bit of like a shoulder pump, a chest pump? Depending on how heavy you're going, you might not feel that, and that is okay too. This class is about getting comfortable with these movements. It's an introductory strength class. But if you're doing these movements with heavy, heavy weights, it's not gonna feel introductory. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's work. Last time on that chest press. Let's get it. You could also call this a floor press, a bro press. Just kidding. You got it. Come on. Keep it strong and controlled. We got 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. One goes down. Last time on that pullover. The first time I heard somebody call this a pullover, I was like, that's not what it's called, because I come from a gymnastics world, and a pullover is a very different thing. Get that dumbbell up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. But we'll allow it today. Try not to let your shoulders sort of creep up towards your earlobes. Keep them down, especially as you reach back. Almost there. 10 seconds. Really good. Last 3, 1, and done. Go ahead and place that other dumbbell down. Let's cross one arm over to the chest. Give it a nice little hug. Can pat ourselves, say, way to go. You guys crushed it. And switch. Listen, if this strength class did not feel easy, know that you will get better and stronger. The work should always, hopefully, be not easy. Last 3, 2, and 1. You can stay down and stretch, or you can come on up because we are done. I hope you feel strong, confident, powerful, and proud of yourself because I'm proud of you. Good luck with your fitness journey, and I can't wait to see you next time.